Hey, what's up, besties? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to evaluate your budget halfway through the month just to ensure that you're on track with your financial goals. So if you're interested, let's get started. The first thing you need to do is to review your budget for the month. I want you to look at how much money you have coming in, your fixed expenses like your rent and your mortgage payments, and your variable expenses like your groceries and entertainment. And I want you to make sure that you're accurately tracking all of your spending so far this month. All right, so I want to have a real transparent moment. And I'm introducing the Empower app to you guys at the same time because I think it's important that I share a lot of the things that I'm learning along this journey. So y'all know I am currently not working at the moment, and well, my cash been a little bit tied up because, you know, I got a checkings and then I got a savings, and sometimes my savings don't be moving to my checkings in time, and so I might need a little extra coin. Okay, I was introduced to the Empower app last month, and y'all, it came in clutch for me. Okay, super clutch. Okay, so the way that the Empower app works is essentially it's a cash advance without all the cash advance ick. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know how I feel about cash advance companies. I worked for one and I literally quit because it was breaking my heart every day. I was seeing grandmothers come in, I was seeing dads and moms come in, and literally they're paying on top of paying and still not having, and they were in a consistent cycle. This is not that. There is no interest, no late fees, and no credit checks. And Empower lets you do a cash advance of up to $250. Now, one of the things that I really love about the Empower app, well, I guess there's two. One, it would not let you get another cash advance until you've paid the other one off. But also, they only do these certain amounts because it's based off of what you've been having coming into your account. The goal is to help you bridge the gap between the paycheck to paycheck, because you guys know a lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck, and it's important that we don't get ourselves into additional debt by needing just a few extra dollars. I love that so much. The app is super easy to use, y'all. It takes less than 5 minutes to get your approval, and you can either get it on a card or you can get it deposited right into your bank account. This might be that extra $75 that you need for the next week, so don't sleep on it. They also have another great feature for those who may not need a cash advance right now, but maybe you're just struggling with what and how to save. The Empower Auto Save is a great feature that will help you to save money without even thinking about it. Empower is smart enough to detect when you should be saving and only transfer those funds when it makes the most sense. Ooh, thanks you, because I need that, because that was the thing about another app I was using before, was that I was getting tied up with it still taking the money. I'm like, no, I need my coins this week. But anyways, listen, y'all know I believe in paying yourself first regardless of your circumstance, and this is a great way for you to start saving without even thinking about it. So make sure you check out Empower today. Go and download the app and stop stressing about money and start living. The link will be down below. All right, so next up, I want you guys to evaluate your spending habits for this month. Are you overspending in certain areas? Did you do any unnecessary purchases that maybe you need to cut back for the rest of the month? There were a few things that I looked at for myself this month. I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have did this here. I should have did this. Like, there was one week where I think I spent too much money on groceries because I looked at it. I went to the grocery store, but my week ended up shifting. A lot of things changed, and then I ended up needing to throw away some of the groceries that I had because they had went bad. And that's one of the things I'm working on, is learning, like, I'm trying to get better at the way I'm storing my foods, the way I'm, you know, cooking, making sure it makes sense. And now that I'm kind of, you know, really being cognizant of what I'm spending, not that I wasn't before, but you know, when you got it, you just kind of be like, oh, I'll make up for it. Now it's like, who gonna make up for it? Who's gonna do it? Okay. As y'all know, I call myself a stay-at-home girlfriend, but you know, asking for help ain't always my thing. So I just want to make sure that I am now just like being very cognizant of what I'm spending, tracking my spending all the time, and making sure that I'm practicing good habits. Okay, like just practicing good habits until I get to the end of the month, because ain't no telling. Now, after you've identified the areas where you probably need to cut back at, create a plan for the rest of the month. So maybe here we are in like the final countdown, okay? We are in the final countdown for the end of the month, and we have goals that we need to meet, okay? So nothing wrong with that. We got this. So maybe you need to limit your dining out or your entertainment expenses for like the next 2 weeks, just to make sure you stay within your budget. So maybe it's a Netflix and chill instead of going to see the new Super Mario movie, okay? Or maybe you just need to cut back on your grocery bill by planning your meals out better. I've been doing that this week alone. Like, I'm like, okay, so I got this coming up. Bubba has practice on this day. We won't be able to do this because we have this. I am being like all together, like, and I am also accepting dates. I love me a good date day, good date night, good date breakfast. I am accepting all of those to help me save money. I'm just saying, no tea. Wait, no shade, all tea. Okay, so I want you to remember that it's okay to make adjustments to your budget mid-month. Listen, it's important to stay flexible and make the changes as needed. So I had a few things come up. One, Bubba's glasses that he needed for basketball came up, and I'm like, okay, this shouldn't cost that much. They said if he had a proof for his insurance. They did not take that type of insurance for those glasses, and I'm like, $300? Where am I gonna get $300 from? So that's really what happened, and I'm like, okay, how am I gonna do this? How am I going to make this happen? But I just needed to take a moment, readjust some things, figure out where I can move something from here. I'm trying my hardest not to rob Peter to pay Paul, but sometimes you gotta get Peter to pay Paul and then go holler at Saul, because that's too much. Okay, anyways, but you get what I'm saying. You want to ensure that you're staying on track with your financial goals, and you can do that by being flexible within the month, by consistently looking at what you're doing, changing around things that need to be changed around. Now, lastly, y'all know I love a good celebrate, okay? And you need to celebrate your success. I'm celebrating my success because I still got about 50 cents to my name, and that's big, okay? No, I'm just playing. I have a little bit more than that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if you're on track with your budget halfway through the month, then give yourself a pat on the back. Like, literally acknowledge the progress that you've been making and use that as motivation to continue making smart decisions for the rest of the month. So one of the things I am super proud of myself is actually looking at my budget, tracking my spending, and really being cognizant of the budget that I have to keep. I've been talking to people if I need them to participate in the giving spirit, and also just been making better plans for myself. So I'm really proud of that. So pat myself on the back. You go, girl, okay? Do that. Yeah. I've also saved some money too, because I have been refreshing my wigs. This is a wig that I got from Love Me Hair over maybe a year and a half ago. 2 years ago. Yeah, I took pictures 2 years ago. So this is the wig that is at the end of the video that you guys see me in. That was just big and curly. I've actually found a way. I did a twist out on it, and y'all, listen, Miss Mama's is back and she's looking real, and I love it. So those are some things that I've been doing, like repurposing, and just feeling great that I can still look, you know, decent and in order. And I've been able to save money instead of going out and spending when my new job requires me to still look decent. You know, I still need to look slightly put together after I go to the gym. It's a lot, okay? Listen, we got this. We gonna make this. All right, so this is our mid-month budget check-in, you guys. I hope that these tips kind of helped you, and use this as a guide every month. Come back and watch me every month. Put me in your favorites, okay? Add this to the there so that as you're going through your month, you remember to do your mid-month check-in. It's nothing wrong with coming back and looking, and it actually just, it feels better. It takes off some of the anxiety from the end of the month, okay? So remember to stay on track of your budget and adjust as needed to ensure that you're reaching those financial goals. I love you guys in real life. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and as always, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos. And I will catch you in the next one. Mwah. KK, bye. Bye. No, for real, bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. KK, bye. Bye, y'all.
Special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you doing.